Hi, and welcome to another video by Get It Done Home Repairs. Today's a fairly simple project, but it's actually very common this time of the year. As you can tell, we're in the summer season. We're doing a lot of barbecuing outside. And the problem you have is that a lot of times your grill will just flare up and burst into flames and incinerate everything that you have on the grill. I'm going to show you how to correct that problem. It's a very easy fix. The problem is that inside here, these bars that they have in there, they call a flavorizing bar. Why they call it that, I have no idea, but they do. What happens, the flavorizing bars become porous. Over a period of time, the hot below it and then the humidity, and they rust away and they start to get holes in. I'm going to bring it in and I'm going to show you what the problem is and then how we're going to correct it. Now, I do want to point this out to you. I chose to go with the Weber replacement, just so you know. They do have an aftermarket one, which is probably a fourth of the price of these. I don't like them because they're thinner and you actually have to put screws in them and adjust the length on them, where if you buy the ones that are made for the unit itself, you just take out the old ones, put in the new ones, and you're good to go. There's no farting around with it or anything. It just fits in there perfectly. All right, so the first thing, let me bring in, I'm going to show you what the problem is, and then we're going to go ahead and fix it. But before I do that, I'm going to take these grills off over here and I'm going to lay them up over here, because as soon as I turn this on, it's going to get so hot I won't be able to touch it. So we're going to take the grills, put them on top of these newspapers over here, and then we're going to continue. I'm going to show you why we have that flare up and how to correct it. If you want to use paper, newspaper, you can do that. Whatever you choose to, you can put it down on there. It's just to keep the grease from getting all over everything. So we'll just take these and put them off over here like this. I'm going to bring in, I'll show you what it looks like inside here. This is what happens to them. You can see how they start to rot away inside here. Actually, I'm not even going to turn the flame on, because you can see that up here, this is supposed to keep the flame from coming up through there, and as you can see, the flame will come right through it. It rots away all over the place. See here? Here, every one of them starts to rot away. Okay? All right, so the way we correct it is pretty much just take these off, just like this. Lift them over, get them out of the way like that. And they, just so you know, all of these are exactly the same. There's no one size fits someplace and another one fits someplace else. They all fit in the exact same place. All right, so let me open up the box of the replacement right here, and we'll put them in there, and we'll start this up and make sure it works okay. Now, I do want to point this out to you. This one here is a Weber, and it's called a Spirt. All right, the Spirt 2 is a little bit smaller, and instead of having 5 flavorizing bars on that, they only have 4. So make sure you get the correct one. All right, so let's open the box, let's put it in, and finish this off. Okay, so now we take our new replacement parts. Of course, before you try to put them in there, match them up with the old ones that came out of there, just to make sure that they're exactly the same. And as you can see, these are the same. These are pretty well rotted, and that's what they started out like. All right, now the way to put them in there is you just take them and put them back onto the slots where you previously took it out from. Just like that. All right, I'll bring you in there. I'll show you what I mean, how they go. Fairly simple. They just connect up on the sides where you previously took them out. They just go right on top there and just sit down just like that. All right, so now we're going to get rid of these right over here, and we'll put our grates back on, and we'll fire this up and make sure it's okay. Here's my dog out here playing in the sun while I'm working. Okay, let's clean up. Let's put the grills back on, and we'll start it up. All right, let's start it up and make sure it works okay. Now, before you use it, you want to make sure that you just let it run for just a little bit, just to burn off any excess grease or anything that might be on the new bars that you have gotten. All right, but that's basically it. Okay, so now after it heated up, of course, we're just going to shut it off. We'll let it cool down a little bit, and we'll be all set to use it for whenever we're ready to barbecue again. The only thing I will tell you is make sure that when you do these, get the Weber replacement parts. They are significantly more than those other universal style ones, but as I said, the universal, you need to make them the size that you need. When you're looking online to purchase them, make sure you look on the back of the box or on the website itself. It'll give you the dimensions of the flavorizing bars itself. This one here is 15.3 inches. Some of them come 21. There's all multiple different lengths. So make sure you know your measurement of the bars before you go ahead and purchase them. Otherwise, you're going to take it apart, go to put it in, and it's not going to fit. All right, that's it. This job is done. Let's get this barbecue fired up, and we're going to use it to its fullest extent. All right, as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.